Hello and welcome again everyone to another episode of Sniper Talk. Once again we are here down in the Sniper Central collection. Wanted to show you another rifle, something a little unique, something you don't see every day, and something that hopefully you find interesting. This one actually comes from Sig Sauer, and this is an SSG3000. Need to clarify a few things about the SSG. It's got a real kind of unique history in regards to the availability of rifles in the United States. The original generation SSG3000, which this one's not, this is the second gen. The original first generation rifles were very unique and very kind of an elite rifle, higher end. Not very many of them built either in the United States or elsewhere. Kind of hard to find, but they are out there. But this one kind of looks similar, but there's definitely different changes on the second generation. They actually made them more of a mass-produced rifle, much more affordable, available to a lot more people, at least for a limited amount of time. These initial batch of rifles were built in Germany, which this says right on the barrel, built in or made in Germany. The intention was for SIG to actually start building these things over here in the United States, and so that they could build as many as they want and make them available. For whatever reason, that never happened, and so these were only available for about a year. And they, like I said, they were kind of more of a mass-produced mainstream rifle. And in fact, you used to be able to get these things in Walmart. I purchased one out of Walmart and ended up selling that one. But this one though was one that we picked up to review here at Sniper Central. It performed well. It's a nice, solid, beautiful rifle. Kind of some interesting features to it. But you can look at the stock. You can see kind of that common for Europe deep stock on it. You can see where the magazine well is. It's almost a flush-fitting magazine. This is kind of a polymer, but has reinforced aluminum inside of it. It's not a. Don't get me wrong. It's not like a Tupperware stock. This is a very heavy-duty, rigid stock. There's almost no flex to it. Like I said, there's an aluminum block inside of the stock itself, and everything is very stiff. Adjustable cheek piece on it, just by pinch style here. You just pinch it, lift it up, raise it down. It's got a spacer system on the back. Just a good overall stock design. Has flush cup receivers on the sides. Again, kind of a modern, has all the right features that you might see or look for. Barrel is a nice straight tapered barrel, fairly thick here, and it tapers down fairly quick up front, so it's a little bit thinner to keep the weight down some. Muzzle brake itself isn't much of a brake. It's more of a flash hider. It doesn't really reduce recoil very much. And then you can look at the action. Nice, straight flat side on the back side, but kind of a thick, robust action. The bolt is very, very smooth, and it's got the 3 lugs. Actually, it has 6 lugs on it, which I'll show you here in just a second. And that keeps the bolt throw nice and quick. Only 60-degree bolt throw on it. A little bit of interesting operation with this bolt is here's your safety. Right now it's on fire. And if you put the safety on right there, it actually locks the bolt. That's not too uncommon, but how you release the safety is. If you look down here in the trigger guard, you have to push up down there, and then that releases the safety. And there, now you can cycle the bolt again. What's interesting is if you actually drop the safety with the bolt up, that's how you release the bolt. And then here you can see the 6 lugs, two layers of them, so giving you 6 lugs. But thick bolt body, but this thing rides along this rail. Very, very smooth action. The only downside that we have actually seen with these bolts is that this silver part here, this is prone to flash rusting. So you just want to make sure you keep just a real light layer of oil on there. Otherwise, just a very smooth action on there, very smooth operation, very little bolt play at all. You can see it has kind of a closed port, ejection port there, so it's a little bit more difficult to get your fingers in if you're doing a clandestine bolt manipulation or things like that, but that's okay. Overall, though, it's just a very, very nice operating rifle. The trigger on it is a kind of a Seiko TRG style trigger. It's a 2-stage, has a real nice smooth take up on that first stage, and then it breaks very clean, very clean. And so we're kind of impressed with them. Unfortunately, they just weren't available on the market for very long, and because of that, they have a little bit of collectability to them. They're still made over in Europe. You can still get them over there. You just can't get them in the States. They were about $1,200 new. which for what you got was actually a really good price. Now they're most people get probably about 1,500 for them, so they're going up a little bit in value because they're the scarcity and because they are kind of a solid package. I don't know if they'll really go up much more than that in value. We haven't found a good scope to match up with this rifle yet. Hopefully we will sometime soon. Find something unique, but again, just a kind of a neat little rifle, a little bit of a neat history and story to them. I wish they were still available in the States. I think they would see a lot of success. They were accurate and good shooting rifle, but overall a nice solid package. If I could imagine this in a 6.5 Creedmoor or 308 like this one is, it'd be solid. I don't know if they ever made them in 6.5 Creedmoor. I don't think they did. It was they went off the market before the 6.5 gained its popularity. Anyways, good solid package. Hope you enjoyed it. If you ever get an opportunity to shoot one or pick one up, not a bad deal. Until next time, enjoy.